Welcome to NGS, where we dive into my hobbies, such as playing cards. Now, I have a normal Rider-back deck in my hand right now, and I'm going to give you this card. This is the 10 of spades, that is your card. I am now going to take your card and put it into the center of the deck in a random location. Now, watch as I snap my fingers and bring your card to the top. Watch. Boom. Okay, wait a minute, that's not your card. Okay, let's try this again. 10 of spades, right? I got it. Bah. Okay. Alright, that's still the Jack of Hearts. You know, I think I know the problem. The issue is that this deck is... batteries are dying. So, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, pull the card out, and there we go. Now I just gotta get new batteries. Now, how did I do that? With Gaff cards, also known as the Gaff system. Throughout history, playing cards were designed mainly just for poker and playing card games. It wasn't until the 15th century, which is the 1600s if you didn't know, that magicians began using playing cards for their magic routine. And in order for routines to be done correctly, a magician had to learn sleight of hand. With sleight of hand came a whole bunch of new techniques: the diagonal palm shift, the color change, the snap change. We have a whole bunch of different things that are implemented into sleight of hand that can be used in many different ways. In ways to reveal a card, to force a card, to change the color of a card. After the expert at the card table released a whole bunch of secrets to the world of how to do these sleight of hands, it wasn't until later that designers finally discovered that they could print out playing cards specifically in a way to help with an illusion. These cards were gimmick cards. You see them mostly in double backs or blank cards or double face cards. Magicians took it upon themselves to make their own gimmick cards to help give the illusion to the layman that the magician has magical powers. Now, these cards were originally meant for magic, but me, a fan of playing cards, a collector of playing cards, an artist in his own right, felt that these cards were just beautiful. They would mess with the pips, they would mess with the backs, they would mess with the size and make the cards look like they were changing. They would have dynamic animation that was like blurry cards or spinning aces. These cards intrigued me. I was compelled to purchase these cards and appreciate them. Yes, doing magic with them is great. But, I mean, look at these cards. They are beautiful, and they were pretty popular at one point. A company named Ellusionist went ahead and took Gaff cards and just raised the bar. With their own original playing cards like the Ghost deck, the Arcane deck, the Black Tiger deck, and there are others, since they had the rights to these decks and kind of had some persuasion of the United States Playing Card Company, they could mass produce these Gaff decks, and they would create their own illustrations for these cards. They would create their own illusions for their own routines, and then they would sell these decks. Now, a lot of these decks are no longer in production, and at some point between 2009 and 2010, the Bicycle Company, or the United States Playing Card Company, came out and said that they will no longer allow any change to the standard artwork of the back of the typical bicycle rider back. They also said that they will no longer allow any change to the Joker artwork, and then they also said that they will no longer allow any change to the Ace of Spades artwork. They still allowed companies to alter the artworks of their mandolin backs or their maiden backs, but they couldn't touch the rider backs, which is the deck that everyone knows. But after USPCC made these rules, Gaff cards became harder and harder to make and harder to get. So years and years of collecting, I have now gotten to a point where finding these Gaff decks have become harder and harder and more expensive. So join me as I go on my journey to collect every Gaff deck that I can find. Be it from Ellusionist, to Bicycle, to even the Fontaine decks. Whatever deck has created their own version of a Gaff system, I want it. And I will be showing off every card from these decks in a series. In this series that I will call the Gaff Hunt. I will first show the cards that I do have, starting with the Black Tiger, leading to the Artifice, and then the Arcane, then the Rounders, and then the White Ghost deck, and then the Ultra Gaff deck. Now, I will be upfront with you, I am not good at performing these tricks, but I will still show you these cards and explain to you how the trick is supposed to work. I want to bring these back into popularity. I want to get people hyped up. I want to get people to start asking about them. Imagine if Theory 11 did a Monarch Gaff deck. Now that would probably change the game. If you know about any Gaff decks that I haven't mentioned or that I don't have or that you don't think I would know about, please leave it in the comments so that way I can hunt for it. So subscribe to NGS so you will never miss another playing card video and you'll never miss a Gaff Hunt video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
You're dealing with the ghost. We are spitting facts, so don't mistake it with the boast. Looking for a lethal injection, we got the dose. We are giving the chills from your head down to your toes.